Sha'Carri Richardson. Is she a little bit of Flojo? Is she a little bit of Gail Divas? Maybe. Some people have drawn that comparison, but she is 100% Sha'Carri Richardson, and she wants everybody to know her name. Who's going to Tokyo? We're about to find out. Women's 100 is underway. JVN Oliver, a fantastic start. She's putting the pressure on Richardson. Here comes Sha'Carri. Richardson's going to Tokyo, 10:87.
Well, Sha'Carri, you've had the moment that you hoped for to make your first Olympic team. Just take us through the emotion right now.
Well, emotionally, unbelievable. The fact that I am an Olympian, no matter what is said or anything, I am an Olympian. A dream since I've been young. This year has been crazy for me. Going from just last week, losing my biological mother, and I'm still here.
What did you say? You lost your mother?
Yeah. Last week, finding out my biological mother passed away, and still choosing to pursue my dreams, still coming out here, still making sure to make the family that I do still have on this earth proud. And the fact that nobody knows what I go through. Everybody has struggles, and I understand that. But y'all see me on this track, and y'all see the poker face I put on, but nobody but them and my coach know what I go through on a day-to-day basis, and I'm highly grateful for them. Without them, there would be no me. Without my grandmother, there would be no Sha'Carri Richardson. So my family is my everything. My everything is to the day I'm done.
Her bed is made. Let me just start off by saying this. She's the girl that cried wolf. Everybody know that weed smoking because my mom died was bullshit. Okay, let's just say
she
this.
Just likes to smoke weed.
I think she likes to smoke weed.
Okay.
I think when you can, because I'm that same type of person. Like when bad stuff has happened to me in life, most of the time people just say, "So what? He had it coming." You get what I'm saying? But I've seen bad stuff happen to other people in life, and it seems like it's hands across America. You get what I'm saying? People have like empathy and all that. So with a girl like Mary Beth, who's like kind of reserved, humble, she's not, don't get a lot of media attention. I feel like people are going to come to her defense. But Sha'Carri has put herself out like that. You get what I'm saying? And let me also say
people should come to her defense, is what you're saying? Because she's humble and quiet?
I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. I think people are entitled to do what they want. But my thing to Sha'Carri Richardson is, fuck Sha'Carri Richardson. Fuck Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm tired of the nappy head. She ain't did shit for the sport except she's not performing.
All right, can we? I'm not sure what the hair has to do with it, but listen.
She's the nappy head. You got to remember, in the United States,
you have to nappy
head is not about the hair. It's about a mentality too.
Okay, well, explain that. Explain that.
The nappy head mentality is the mentality that Sha'Carri has, that somebody owes me something. I'm the shit when you're not. Everybody from the hood, anybody in these comments from the hood knows that hood chick who acts and talks and do everything just like Sha'Carri does. They're not confident for real. They're really insecure little girls,
Mario,
who are lacking something within. They may get a platform like Sha'Carri has. Go ahead.
Sha'Carri reminds me of you.
I hate you saying that. I don't know why.
Well, think about it. Think about it. The way you talk is you talk and brag more than you really should. You.
I have a listen.
No,
I have a listen.
Mario.
I have a large.
You glamorize your state championship for making it way more than it really that we both know it really is. You talk big and bold and hood radish and all this bullshit that you say that she does. With your definition, dog, you fit the bill of these nappy head people, dog. Yes, you do.
I don't.
You sound exactly like her. And so I have no issue with you. I have no issue with her. But the funny thing is, you have an issue with her, and you sound worse than her sometimes, dog.
I don't have an issue with her.
You do nothing. You do nothing. Wait. I wasn't finished. You do nothing. You do nothing and talk like this. She's an elite, one of the best sprinters in the world, and talks with confidence and I'm the best and blah blah blah. And she has the attitude you have to have if you want to be the best. You do nothing and talk like this. What?
So you think? Hold on. You think that's attitude you gotta have to be the best?
I think it's important to be confident.
Attitude? Do Sydney McLaughlin got the attitude?
I feel like they have the attitude when the cameras aren't around. Yes, I do. because I feel like you have to have that attitude. Yes. And I feel like if you want to express it to the cameras, you should be allowed to, and you shouldn't be called nappy head and she needs to be checked and she deserved what she got and all this bullshit everybody's saying.
Listen, my problem with her is this. Let me explain to you where my problem is. My problem with Sha'Carri Richardson is the fact that she gets a lot of attention and she takes away and she talks a lot of shit when she has not performed.
Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
I feel like the United States track and field has a lot more better performers and who deserve a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying, than Sha'Carri Richardson. I feel like if she was coming through, I would love Sha'Carri. People, the way she thinks, like I sent you the thing earlier. She said, oh.
Hey, y'all. I normally don't be making videos close to here because I really don't got nothing to explain to y'all. But to my supporters, I want to thank y'all. It's been a long road, ain't over yet. To my haters, I got another video for y'all.
I'm gonna hit you with this wet one. Yeah, right in the middle of your head.
I would say kiss my ass, but y'all can't afford it.
What the fuck? Do you realize that these are your fans?
A character like this, you're not gonna get a favorable response when you come at her with abrasiveness that's coming towards her. She's gonna react and flip. What do you know about her relationship with USATF?
I don't know nothing about it, but I just know that. Let me finish. Can I finish my answer? Can I finish my answer?
Sorry,
I don't know everything about it, but one thing I do know is that she said she didn't want the Federation even posting her. Stop using my name and likeness to promote the New York meet.
Okay.
You're not the only athlete at the meet. There are people behind you, guys like Anson Henry was in lane 8, or Kiara Parker was in lane 8, who may not have a sponsor or who may barely be sponsored, and they may want more viewers. So guess what?
But
even if the people are tuning in, let me finish. Even if people are just tuning in to watch Sha'Carri, we want more people to tune in. Sha'Carri may have her money, but she forgets about the people behind her who don't have a contract, like Ms. Johnson that runs her.
So what you're saying is, despite what her relationship might be like with USATF and whatever and however they have done her wrong, if that's the case, she should put that aside because there's people behind her that should be able to get some eyes because of her and because of her likeness and because of the eyes that she's going to bring to the meet. She should take those people into consideration and just disregard the issues that she may have with that organization. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that asking them not to promote you or promote your name and likeness and image for a meet that you're going to be attending is stupid. Hands down. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. In my opinion, if she has an issue with them, she's able and allowed to express her issues with them in whatever way she sees fit. If she doesn't like them and doesn't want them using her to promote them, they should be able to do that. And,
man, she got a problem with everybody.
What?
She has a problem with everybody, for real, dog. Straight up.
So do you. Dog,
I don't. This is trash stuff. I got a problem with everybody.
Dog, you're Sha'Carri, dog. You basically are Sha'Carri.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I'm not Sha'Carri.
Yeah, you are
definitely
Sha'Carri. You're loud. Stop. You talk a lot of stupid shit.
You think she should skip media?
You're loud.
Like
you're loud. Listen. You're loud.
No, you didn't make the comparison.
You're loud. You have no tact. Your communication skills really aren't that good. It takes a special person to be able to communicate with someone like you. You talk without reasoning a lot of times.
Yeah,
and you're extremely rude to people, like at another level where it's not necessary. You'll blatantly call people bitches, pussies, all kinds of extras that aren't necessary, dog. Because you don't have the ability to control. You don't have the ability to control your emotions.
That's not my problem with Sha'Carri Richardson.
You are Sha'Carri.
I think you missed what I said.
I realize what your issue with Sha'Carri is now, dog. I realize what your issue with Sha'Carri is now, dog. You're looking in the mirror, dog. Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
My problem with Sha'Carri only has to do with the fact that she has not performed. I feel like when she got the Nike commercial and she tapping her fingers like I'm waiting for my time, you know what I'm saying, to come back. She got 3 Jamaicans there, probably 4 Jamaicans in that race last year, Prefontaine. I'm expecting her to come through. Man, do you know how many Jamaican friends I got? You know what I'm saying? They hit me up like, I wanted to see United States back on top on the women's side. Listen, I guarantee you this. If Sha'Carri starts winning, I promise you I will change my perspective. I just want to see her win. I don't give a fuck. Man, she can get, I like Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman kicked the man in his fucking nuts. Do you remember Donovan Bailey? Donovan Bailey, when he beat Michael Johnson.
Are you disappointed he pulled up, that he didn't finish?
He didn't pull up. He's a chicken. He didn't pull up at all. He's just a chicken. He's afraid to lose.
I don't judge people based on things that they shouldn't be saying or shouldn't be doing.
I don't care about that either.
I talk to you. No, it doesn't matter, dog. What I'm saying is that doesn't affect me. But for you to be judging it on that scale is very interesting to me, dog, because it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Sha'Carri obviously, hold on a second. Sha'Carri obviously is dealing with some issues, dog. Obviously. Now you can say what you want about her relationship with her mom and why.
I don't know. Off the track, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, let's just look at what we do know. Okay. Yeah, she didn't grow up with her mom, but even still, her mom dying had an effect on her, and should have an effect on anybody.
She said it didn't, though. See, people say, listen, man, what I'm saying is that
she said it didn't. She said it didn't.
Yes. Listen, let me tell you what she said. Let me tell you what I heard her say before she tested positive. She said, my grandma raised me. I didn't have a relationship with my mom anyway. But then a few days later, when she tests positive, she used her mom dying as an excuse. That's why on Ray's tape, when her and Ray was going back and forth, Ray was like, man, you think we all know about the real truth about blah, 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 about your mom and all that? You said your mom wasn't even in your life and you wouldn't even fuck with her. But as soon as you test positive, you use that as a media story. Go talk to Ray about it. Ray will tell you the truth.
Okay, so everybody know the real story. So you're saying that it really, her mom dying had no effect on her, is what you're saying?
I don't know what's going on there.
Real talk. What he just said, I did not hear none of this. Okay, so what he said.
Man, every day, listen.
Oh, Ray said it? Okay,
listen.
well, Ray said it. Listen.
Not just Ray, listen. Not just Ray. This is something that people who know her, who I've talked to, said that her grandmother raised her.
Okay, so you're saying.
Her grandmother, she said this.
Okay, let me understand what you're saying. You're saying that people that you know that talk to her say that she was like, I don't really fuck with my mom. I just said the weed.
I read her saying it in her interview.
You read?
I said she said it in an interview. Everybody's saying
it was an interview. No, everybody's not saying anything. You're saying it was in an interview now, or was it from Ray, or where was it from?
I heard. Listen, at the time that it happened, before it was announced that she tested positive, I distinctly remember Sha'Carri saying, "I was raised by my grandmama, blah blah blah. I don't even fuck with my mom." Days later, when she tested positive. I know Ray be on some bullshit, but days later when she tested positive, that's when she came out with the story, I was smoking weed to deal with my mom's death.
Okay, let me get the timeline. When her mom died, she said, I don't care. Then she tested positive.
She said, I don't care. She got raised by my grandmother, and I don't even have a relationship with my mom, so she wasn't really, her verbally and publicly, she said she wasn't really tripping on.
Let me give you a recollection of what I saw, okay? The first reaction I saw from her is that her mom died, and she was dealing with that the day going into that meet. So as far as the window of time where she had the time to be like, oh, I don't really care about my mom dying because I grew up with my grandmother or whatever you just said. I don't know where that would happen.
The weed was already in her system before her mom died. That's what I'm saying. It was a bullshit story. Okay. She already been smoking weed.
I'm not talking about the weed. I'm not talking about the weed. I'm talking about the effects of what has happened in her life. We're not talking about the weed. Okay. We also know the scrutiny that she takes in track and field is bigger and more than any scrutiny that's ever been taken in track and field history. Ever.
You think so?
Yes. Because social media also, and the access people have to her. People can touch her.
I feel like in the United States, Marion's drive for 5. I don't think anybody had more pressure on them to follow through than Marion Jones had in 2000. I'm serious. That drive for 5 campaign they had for Marion was major. Was major, dog. Was major.
Drive for 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, no, scrutiny.
That was the big thing for Marion, like the commercial she had on her.
I said scrutiny.
Well, that's part of the game, man. If you ever listen, man.
How is it part of the game? How is it part of the game to take hate from hundreds of thousands of people especially with the intensity, the intensity of people like you, dog. Like just the people who really have animosity
that's
towards
part of the sport.
It's not a part of the sport.
That's part of the sport.
Did you not hear what I just said? Did you not hear what I just said? No one in history has dealt with this type of scrutiny. It's not a part of the sport. It's never been a part of the sport. It's no one in history.
Other sports deal with it all the time, man. Listen, all LeBron did, listen what I'm saying. In other sports, this is why track and field people are some fucking pussies. Because other sports deal with this shit all the time. All LeBron did was switch fucking teams, man. And they burned his jersey in the street.
Right. But LeBron has support.
You hear me?
LeBron has a lot of support.
Oh, my God, man. Stop, man, with the fucking excuses, man. Get off the fucking bullshit.
It's not excuses. It's not excuses. Mind you, you have a baby in your hand.
Why do people think track and field people got to be so like me, baby?
I want you to calm down. You have a baby in your hand. I know that she may not understand language. She understands energy.
Man, get to the point, man.
She understands energy. She understands energy. So I want you to relax.
She's okay.
Okay?
She's okay.
Just calm down. Do you need to get a drink or something? Are you okay?
Yes, get to the point, man.
Okay, just relax. Now, what I'm saying is, she, in track and field, no one has ever taken this type of scrutiny. Ever. No one. Zero. No one. There's no blueprint for this. Right? You look at how you're acting off of. I'm not even really saying nothing to you. Look at how agitated you're getting, dog. Now imagine thousands, hundreds of thousands of people coming at you like this. You would act normal. You're cursing with a baby in your hand, dog. You're cursing with a little. You're cursing with a little baby in your hand, dog. And you want to tell her to have composure under the spotlight with hundreds of thousands of people coming at her, dog.
Listen,
you're asking her to have composure. You can't even have. Talking to me.
I don't think listen to what I say.
One person. I ain't even saying nothing bad to you, dog.
You're not listening.
I'm not saying one thing.
You're not listening
because I was.
You're
talking.
Not listening
because I was talking. That's
I'm
why.
not saying she should have composure. I just want her to win. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she will compete better. Even last year, if she showed up at the Prefontaine and lost and ran 10-8, I could have respected that. But the way she's competing, it's like, come on, man. God, I don't give a fuck if she's screaming and ghetto ratchet. I don't care about none of that. I care about how you compete. I love Dennis Rodman when he competed. And guess what? He kicked niggas in the nuts. Long as the Bulls was winning, that's the only thing I cared about. But a lot of other sports, listen, a lot of other sports deal with scrutiny, dog. The hate LeBron received and other sports, us track and field trying to get special attention and trying to get, let the baby then. Man, fuck them. You ready to get on? You ready?
So she's being babied and she's soft, is what you're saying. Sha'Carri's being babied and she's soft.
No, what I'm saying is that the way she responds is understandable. But what I'm saying is that listen, the way she responds, I don't care about the way she responds.
So it's understandable. It's understandable. It's understandable now.
It always has been.
So
I think you missed what I said.
How is she soft? How is she?
The way she's competing every time the pressure's on as a professional. 2019 Nationals. She basically ran the same times this Nationals that she did in 2019 after a long college season. 2010, like, damn, woman, we want America. We need somebody. We need somebody that can compete with the Jamaicans. Look, it's the same way with Trayvon Bromell.
I can't make an excuse. I can't make an excuse for how she competed this year. It was bad. But
that's the only thing I'm talking about. I don't care. I don't care how she conducts herself.
What I'm saying.
I don't care how she. I care about how she performs.
Okay, but the original point I even brought up when I asked the question originally is how she's being treated after the loss. Okay,
that's part of the game.
It's not.
They did send the honor corner.
It's not a part of the game. No one is taking this kind of heat for losing, dog. Everything bad we've seen has been since the ban. And that was not easy for her to handle, obviously. And she hasn't taken anything good from anybody, for the majority of people, since that ban happened. She's known as the weed smoking hood chick. Sha'Carri can't walk down the street by herself without people shitting on her or getting at her, or she can't even go on social media without people talking about how much they hate her.
Well, if she don't like it, she can get a regular job and get out the spotlight thing. If you can't handle it, do something else.
All right, man.
That's how I look at it.
Look at no human is built for what she's dealing with. Her lane of track and field is different from anyone else's, and that's just the reality of the situation. Now, if you just be like, well, just deal with it, no one's dealing with that. So what? She should be able to just deal with it.
In other sports, they are. Oh my God, LeBron had it 10. Man, I saw them burn LeBron's jerseys in the street because he switched teams.
Like right now, LeBron's jersey got burned almost 10 years ago.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's been more than 10 years ago.
Okay, so listen, the era is different.
Westbrook. Don't they call him Westbrick right now because his performances?
Westbrick. Whoa. What is that really that bad? Do you think Westbrook is that bad?
Yep. You see what Colin just said? You see what they did to Kevin Durant when he went to Golden State? Come on, man. You don't understand American sports, man. Hey, man.
Kevin Durant. Okay, but look at the name. Look at the names that you're putting up with her right now.
She's the top of the food chain in track and field.
Okay, but what everyone is missing, whether it's Colin, whether it's you, whether it's anybody, how many of these people are women?
Plenty. When Ronda Rousey got knocked out, dog, even President Trump tweeted about her. Like, yeah, I'm happy to see her get knocked out.
Did you see what Ronda Rousey went through? She was fucked. Yo,
that was her fault. Man, look, Ronda Rousey said she hopes Holly Holm commits suicide after the fight like her father did.
Right.
She was a preacher's daughter.
Right.
That's what she said. And it's the same bitch that came back and knocked her out.
Right.
For her first defeat.
So, in other words,
go back.
What did Shacarri do that was comparable to that? What did Shacarri do that was comparable to that, to where she deserved?
Listen, it's called competition. You want to be the villain? Listen. You want to be the villain, you're going to be treated like the villain.
I don't understand how she's
You
a villain.
want to be the bad guy, you're going to be treated like that.
I don't understand how she's a villain.
That's what she wants to
I'm confused as to how she's a villain. Tell me how she's a villain.
She want to be the villain.
What did she do that's villainous?
Talking the shit she was talking last year, tweeting telling some I'm sorry I can't be our gold medalist this year. All the stuff she was saying, man, come on, man.
That was villainous?
Yes, if you want to play the antagonist, you got to play the antagonist.
No.
Listen,
villain. That was villainous. That was villainous.
Anson. When you go look at these movies and you want to be the bad guy usually dies at the end of the movie. It's very unusual for a person to ride off to the sunset.
You're not answering my question. You're not answering my question.
Okay.
What was villainous? You're saying the villainousness was saying, "Oh, sorry, I couldn't be there to get the gold medal."
Listen.
I don't want you to keep saying listen when you're trying to think of what to say.
Just
answer the question.
A lot of her tweets. I'm saying her conduct, things that she said. You know her attitude is trying to be the bad girl of track and field.
No, I don't.
You know that.
No, I know that that's the picture that's painted. I know
I've read the tweets. I've watched the interviews, man.
I've given you ample time. I've given you ample time, Mario, to give me one thing that makes her villainous. You said, I'm sorry, I was at home when y'all, and I couldn't get the gold medal for y'all. That's the best thing you came up with.
That ain't how she said it. That ain't how she said it, dog.
I said, that's what you just said she said. That's
not how she said it, though.
Whatever you want to say. I'm not here to mimic how Shacarri. No, wait. That's the best thing you came up with. I'm giving you ample time, Mario. You have the floor. You wanted the floor. Tell me something she's done that's villainous. Was it to smoke weed? Was that villainous?
Her attitude. No.
Her attitude is villainous? What's villainous? My name's not Sha'Carri, it's Shacarri. That's villainous?
Some of her tweets, man.
Listen,
some of the stuff she's saying all the time.
Don't be so swayed by the media. This is the problem with a lot of people. If you want to talk about people, since you want to talk about athletes and their issues, let me tell you the issues with fans. Number one, track fan. You're easily swayed. You can't even think on your own, dog. You are telling me she's a villain and can't give me a reason. The reason you think she's a villain is because you were told.
I just told you.
All right. Okay. You know what? She deserves everything she did.
Did you not listen to what I said?
I heard it loud and clear. She deserves everything that she did simply because she said she was going to win the gold medal when she was at home and she missed out on it. She was like, sorry for being at home and not giving out a gold medal.
Anson, if I was her, instead of fighting so much online with people, I would embrace it. I would turn into a YouTube channel if I was her and let people pay subscriber fees to come on and talk shit and all that and deal with it. But she doesn't listen, man. I have a child her age, and I know one thing about this generation. One thing about the generation is that a lot of these kids aren't psychologically equipped like a lot of the young, like the older generation is. So what they oftentimes do is they melt up on the pressure. They melt upon the pressure because they're of a generation. Like in my generation, we came up in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our friends were getting killed, even though it's happening now, but a lot, especially through the 90s, a lot of our friends were getting killed. A lot of our cousins was in the street. Our daddies was dead, dope fiends in jail. Our aunts, some of our mamas, not my mama, but I know a lot of people's mamas was. So we already had dealt with a lot of shit. So by the time we got to football or track and field or something like that, man, that shit that motherfucker talking ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the real.
So you're saying that she should. So you're saying this to what point were you trying to raise by saying that?
The point that I'm making is that the generation that she's a part of they are going to react and act like this. And I don't have a problem with it. I just want her to perform on the track. That's all it come down to. That's the only thing I'm saying.
All right,
she's from a different generation. And that's why I always crack the joke. Track and field in some sports were better when people were hungry, when black people was poor and we were hungrier. And the reason why is because we weren't as soft. They say basketball got soft. You can't touch a motherfucker, now they call a foul. So a lot of things, not just track, has gotten soft, and people are acting like, oh, my mental health, it's just fucked up.
Okay. A
lot of people have subscribed to that.
You're making a lot of great points. A lot of them are valid. They just don't have anything.
Yeah.
They just
Anybody
just don't have anything to do with what we're talking about. That's the only issue I have with everything you're saying.
No, you don't, because you don't understand. You're Canadian.
Great points.
You don't understand.
Great points. But if we could stick to the topic, all I'm trying to say is why and how she's getting all of this flack for being this villain. I'm not going to agree with how people are coming at her with what she's done. So what? She talks shit, if you want to call it talking shit. So what? So what? She smoked some weed. So what?
I don't care about the weed. So what?
She didn't want to talk to the media. So what? If that warrants all this heat, and if you can validate it, a woman taking this type of heat, there's an issue, dog. And
women are equal. What's wrong with a woman taking heat?
What do you mean? What's wrong with a woman? Are you okay with?
Are you
okay with hitting a woman?
No.
Okay, so then what are you talking about? Women are different, dog.
I feel like women are equal. Listen, let me say this: women are equal to men. So guess what? If a man could be criticized for his poor performance on the track, football field, the basketball court, a woman could be criticized for her failures on the track.
We're not talking about critique. We're talking about hate.
Hate, whatever.
Okay.
If a man could be hated, if you're an athlete,
she should be able to deal with the hate from hundreds of thousands of people. And
if you can't, I'm gonna say you should be able to. What I'm saying is that you should understand that you're gonna get it. Okay. And if you can't handle it, she could find another job, man. She could do something else with her life. Believe me.
Okay.
Did you feel like Adrian Broner?
I was a fan of Adrian Broner. Look at you can't talk to me about this because the fact that I'm even talking to you shows that I'm cool with people being themselves. So you can't talk to me about whether or not liking people being themselves is an issue. I'm cool with that, dog. Be you.
That's not what I'm talking about, though.
No, you. Since you want to talk about athletes all the time, let me talk about fans all the time. You didn't want to hear what I had to say before, but you should listen now. You're easily swayed. You can be told what to think by media, by articles, by social media, by word of mouth. You don't want to come to your own conclusions. You have to be told what to think, and you think exactly what you're told to think. So you think Shacarri is a villain. I gave you the floor. Listen, you think she's a villain. I gave you the floor. How's she a villain, Mario?
I told you.
Well, she, you know what I'm saying, was at home talking shit about.
You can listen to what I said.
Mario, don't do that.
Collectively reading her tweets, watch like the post that she had like about when she did the Nicki Minaj voiceover before the Prefontaine.
I took I took some time off to rest, and now it's game time, bitches.
That's a taunt to our other competitors. So guess what? When you fail,
that's a taunt.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
everybody knows that, man.
Come on, man.
Everybody knows that.
You sound soft right now, Doc. You know that wasn't that deep.
Man,
you know that wasn't that deep. You really think that was a whoa?
What I'm saying is
oh my gosh, she's the villain. I hate her guts. Did you see the Nicki Minaj meme she did? It was crazy, man. I fucking hate her.
Funny.
I hate her. It was funny. Hell yeah, it was funny. It was funny. It was entertaining, and she's funny and entertaining. I like that.
I like it.
Okay, so what's the problem? Where's the villain? Where's the villain issue? Where's the villain?
Listen, when you talk shit and you fail, you're gonna get it, dog. And that's just a worldwide thing. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman.
All right, man.
I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Baby, what you think? Somebody, what you think? If a person talks stuff, are they gonna get it? If they fail,
check it up. Big up
I think she agreed.
Big up the one named Shacarri. I'm seeing a huge imbalance. It's starting to be sick.
I don't. I remember, man. Do you remember what they did to Anna Kournikova in tennis when she couldn't win? Man, Anna Kournikova got roasted in the United States. They was like, man, you don't win shit. You don't get attention because you're pretty. They roasted Anna Kournikova, man. Do your research on like
Anna
how
Kournikova,
people in track and field.
From what I remembered, was loved by many.
Man, she used to get.
Really,
she used to get roasted.
I was unaware of that. From what I saw, everybody liked Anna Kournikova.
No, they liked her because the way she looked, but she used to get roasted.
Do your research. What are you talking about, Doc?
I did.
Really? You're comparing Anna Kournikova's heat with Shacarri's heat? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else.